Hello everyone, it's Nancy Amato, the Be More Stamper. Welcome, welcome. Today is Sunday, December the 3rd, 2023. I'm coming to you a day late because we had a little bit of a leaky pipe, leaky valve, something leaky in our upstairs little half bath. So we are getting that all fixed up now. So yeah, I discovered that 30 minutes before I was going to be live yesterday. So that's why we had to postpone for a day. But I wanted to show you a quick and cute gift card holder that you can make really for any occasion. I will be making a bunch of these for the holidays because I have some older nieces and nephews who would really prefer a gift card from me. So this is what we are going to make today, okay? And you can see the gift card tucks right inside of there. And I'm going to leave this one out because we're going to use it when we make this little pocket. Okie dokies. So today I am using products that are retiring from our September through December mini catalog. Okay, so the first one is the Berry Christmas Designer Series paper. This comes in a 12 by 12 pack of paper. So that is retiring. Okay, the stamp set also that we're using is, well, we're going to use the Berry Cute stamp set. That is also retiring, as is the Festive and Fun stamp set. Okay, this is also retiring. So I'm pulling out this little greeting that says, "A little something for you with lots of love from me," because it fits perfectly on this little circle die cut. And let me show you. This is from the Labels Aglow die set that is in our annual catalog. So this is the perfect little circle, whoops, for that greeting. Perfect size for that greeting, okay? So that is where that is from. So this is not retiring. This is from the annual catalog. Alrighty. Let's get started. And actually this ribbon is carrying over. I do not know yet if it will still be available for order once the September through December mini catalog ends, or if it's going to reappear in another annual catalog, perhaps the next annual catalog, or if it's going to move to online exclusives. I don't know that yet. I just know that it's not going to go away forever. So if you love this ribbon like I do, no worries. You can stock up now, but it will be coming back. Okay, let me give you the measurements for this fun gift card holder. Okay, here's a little cheat sheet here. So our card base is going to be 4 1/4 inches wide and 11 inches long. And we are going to score it at 1 1/2. That's going to make that little pocket. Okay, so 1 1/2 inches. And then in the middle, as usual, at 5 1/2. We're going to need some Designer Series paper. Okay, so for the front of our card, let me bring in my supplies here. So we are going to need a piece that is 3 3/4 inches wide. Oh my word, I'm dropping stuff today. 3 3/4 inches wide by 4. And then we're going to need the opposite side, and that is going to be 1 1/4 by 4. Okay, so when you are cutting out this paper, you can just cut a long thing, and then you can just cut 3 3/4 plus 1 1/4, and then just cut off the 1 1/4, okay, if you'd like, because it's still going to be 4 inches long this way. And then for the inside, you're going to need a piece of either very vanilla or whisper white, basic white, 3 3/4 by 4 as well. And that is going to be just your little stamping area right here, okay? Alrighty, let's get started here. So I already have, let me move these little cheat sheets out of the way. So I already have one piece, 11 by 4 1/4. I have our score line at 1 1/2 and 5 1/2. So I am just going to fold this over, okay, and burnish this score line. So that is our normal card right here. And then we're going to burnish this score line as well. We're going to fold that to the inside of the card. Okay, and let's burnish that as well. Let me pull my sample over here. And you can see when I put the gift card in, it's a little more obvious. You can see the little notch that I made in there. It just helps people see the gift card and pull it out. Okay, so I did that first with my 2 3/8 inch circle punch. You can really use any kind of circle punch or even, you know, a square if you wanted a square notch. So what I'm going to do is open this up, move this flap out, and then I'm just going to slide the paper into the top of the punch and make sure I'm even on the left and the right hand side there. Just move it in just a little bit. You can just see that little teeny piece of paper there. And hang on, there we go. That's a little more centered. And just punch that out. That's how you're going to get that little notch, okay? Alrighty, so now that we have that done, we are ready to do our stamping. Okay, so let's pull in, I already did the die cut for our greeting. And then we also have to pull in our panel of the inside piece, okay, that we're going to do our greeting, and I added some little polar bears down here. So let's do that really quickly here. So I have my stamps all lined up here. Let's stamp the Misty Moonlight first, okay? And I'm going to do the greeting. Ink this up with Misty Moonlight ink. That is the card base that we have used. That's the color we've used for the card base. Stamp that right in there. Okay, we can push that aside. So for the inside of this card, we want to make sure the 3 3/4 inch side is up here and the 4 inch side is being vertical. Okay, so we want the 3 3/4 inch side being horizontal. All right, let's stamp our big polar bear here. Okay, he's going to sit over this side. Alrighty, there he is. Okay, and then we have our little baby polar bear over the other side here. Okay, there he is. All right, so we are finished with the Misty Moonlight ink. And let's put that over here. Let me just bring in my chamois real quickly just to wipe these off. And you can tell my chamois is well loved. There we go. Alrighty. So they are all finished. I'm going to move them out of my way. Now let's bring in our Real Red ink. And we're going to stamp the greeting in Real Red up here. And we're also going to add a scarf to our big polar bear that's sitting right down here. Okay, so I'm just going to line this up. Luckily it's photopolymer. I can see right through it, so I can kind of gauge where the sides of the polar bear's neck are. Put that little scarf right there. And the little gift is going to be between these two polar bears. So there we go. And then we're gonna stamp our Merry Christmas in real red as well. And I got my finger right in it, didn't I? Okay, so there's our Merry Christmas. Alrighty, let me grab my chamois again. I'm gonna do a little finger cleaning as well as stamp cleaning there. I don't know what it is about real red, but I usually get my fingers in it all of the time. I don't know. Alrighty, so we are all finished doing that. We can move these stamps over to the side. Now let's bring in all of our pieces here. Okay, so we have that, and we have our pieces of designer series paper. Okay, first things first, we are going to work on the inside. We are going to put these Christmas trees right here, right along the right-hand side of the inside of this card. So I'm going to flip this over and put a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue right along the back. And I like using that because it gives me time to get this in position and wiggle it around right where I want it. And then once it's there, I can press down and really distribute that glue all over the back. Okay, now we're going to put our greeting on the inside. And we're just going to make sure we have the same border all the way around, and there is going to be a slight border in between these two pieces as well. Okay, so I'm just going to do another thin line. You don't want to make the glue line too thick. That's when you may be able to see it, especially through very vanilla and basic white. But if you keep that line of glue pretty thin and then press it down so you're really distributing that glue, you really can't see where you've done it around the border, okay? All right, so that is that part of the inside. Let's work on the pocket. And for this, I like to use our little gift card. We're gonna turn our gift card holder to the side here. And then I'm gonna put that gift card right above that fold, okay? We're gonna make this pocket right here. Alrighty. So I like to keep the gift card in here because as we fold this over, it's going to allow for that bulk of the gift card to be inside of it. All right, so just always keep a used gift card on your craft table when you're doing this, and then that way your pocket will be able to be wide enough, thick enough for your gift card. All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit of our liquid glue once again. I'm going to line this up in the middle, and now all I'm going to do is push this closed and then just rub those edges so that the glue sticks down. Okay, give that a minute to grab. You can use our tear and tape adhesive as well, but you must be very careful to get it right along the edge. So that is why I prefer to use the green glue, as we call it, because it is green. It's in a green and white bottle. All right, so now we can take out the gift card, put that back there, and you can see how this pocket has a little bit of depth to it so that the gift card will slide in there very easily. All right, now we're going to work on the outside. We're going to put our polar bear paper right on the front. So I'm going to open this up. Here is our outside panel. I'm going to just add a little bit thin line of glue around all four sides again. And just center this right onto the front. Now, this designer series paper pattern has a direction. You can see you want your polar bear feet to be down to the bottom. So when you are cutting your paper, you want to make sure that you have your 3 3/4 inch side along the top of your paper trimmer, and then cut it 4 inches along the side here, okay? Same thing with the Christmas trees on the reverse side of this paper. You always want to make sure the direction of your trees is correct as you're cutting your paper. Okay, so there we go. So we have all of those pieces glued on, and I just think this is so cute, and we're not even finished yet. So with my sample, I did just a little loop of this ribbon, okay? What you can also do if you are hand delivering, I mean, you can mail this one. If you are going to hand deliver this gift card holder, there's something else you can do as well with this, okay, with your ribbon. I'm going to show you how you can tie the bow too. All right, so we are just going to, let's grab a little bit of our seal right in the middle. Okay, this is just going to hold the ribbon in place. And you don't want to cut this off of the spool just yet. Okay, so I'm going to have about 12 inches hanging off, okay? So I have this ribbon right in the middle there. I'm going to fold it around and then do another length just to match up right there. And I'm going to just trim this off. So we have total about, let's see, I'd say 24 to 26 inches of ribbon, okay? All right, and what we can do now is we can just tie this with a little bow right here along this edge. Okay, and we're gonna have plenty of room to tie this bow. It's a regular old bow like you're tying your shoes. Okay, there we go. And then you can trim these tails up a little bit as you see fit, okay? So this adhesive is holding this ribbon in place so it's not going to fall off. And then we are going to put our greeting right over top of that. Okay, so you can either do that, you can pop that up with dimensionals if you want, because for this gift card holder, I am going to just hand deliver this one. I'm not going to worry about it being put through the mail and smashing this bow and everything else. Okay. All right, so I am just going to put some dimensionals on the back of this, put this right in the middle, and there we go. So when the recipient receives this, they can just untie this bow, okay, open it up like that, and of course I'll have to remember to put the gift card in there as well. But you can see you can tie this back up again as well. And plus, I'm not sure that that gift card has anything on it, so I am going to have to get some new gift cards to include in here. But this is the perfect gift for preteens and teenagers who, you know, they would rather do their own shopping, right? So here is the other one that we made, that I made ahead of time, and that just has kind of the swooshy ribbon, or you can make it with the ribbon that goes all the way around. So either way is fine. Now, like I said, some of these products are on the retiring list for the September through December mini catalog. So get them while you can if you are interested in them, because once they are gone, they will be gone for good. So thank you so much for joining me today. I will be back next week I think Saturday we have a party to go to for a little one's birthday. So I am going to look at my calendar and rearrange when we will be live, but I will post it right here on the page. So have a great weekend, everybody, and I will talk with you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.